could you just talk about what Willie gave you, especially in that second half, energy-wise and effort?
Willie's playing well. He still faded away in a couple jumpers or a couple shots that he didn't need to. But the good news is he's really confident in himself shooting free throws now. And that makes a big difference in how you play, because now you'll be aggressive and try to score because you're not afraid to get fouled. You know, all in all, to play a team that, you know, they were holding people to 33% from the floor. They were first in block shots in the country. They were shooting almost 50% from the floor. We hold them to 36 and can't make a jumper, James Young, and you know, still played okay. I thought, again, we got better. We got better because the Twins played harder, longer. They're still a ways away. Let me just tell you, they're a ways away, but they played harder. I thought Julius in the second half ran the floor and did what he had to. But I'm going to tell you, we're going back to old school. And I'm going to ask like a dumb question. Any of you ever play basketball, or are you just right? If you ever played, do you ever see when they used to tell you to put your hands behind your back and defend that way? That's how we were all taught. Alan, you never played any sport, so don't say anything. Yeah. But they made you put your hand behind your back, both hands, and defend the guy as he's trying to go around you, because the only thing you could do is move your feet. Guess what we're going to do? We're going back to that. Now, you may say, well, that's 7th grade. I don't really care. What we did prior to leg work, do you guys know what wall sits are? Do you know what wall sits? So when you went away to camp, they made you sit against the wall because you were a bad kid or whatever. My talk to the team before practice for 5-6 minutes is they're wall sitting. And they're carrying a 50-pound bag that they got to pass to each other. For like 6 minutes, they wall sit. Why? Because I can't get them to get in a defensive stance. So at least for 7 minutes of the day, I know they're going to be in a defensive stance. They're going to be down. Then we did leg work. Do you remember lane slides? Where you're competing against the guy and you're touching the line, you have to slide, 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 slide. We did that. Now we're going to put lines on the court, and you got to keep the guy in front of you and not let him around you with your hands behind your back. So it's what we got to do. I mean, again, we're getting better. We're showing signs. Coach Hall made me feel really good yesterday. He said, would you stop? You got the youngest team in the country. They're going to come, and they're not always going to come on your terms. It's going to hit them. At some point, it'll hit them, and you'll say, wow, they're finally figuring it out. We're not there yet.
John, two things. Based on what you just said, are their fundamentals just that bad that you're doing that? And then
no, it's all about, it's not fundamentals. They're good basketball players. They got good hands, they can catch, they can pass, they can dribble, they can shoot. It has nothing to do with that. They have always played comfortably. They never have we're doing leg work, and the one kid says, my legs are burning. Well, that's what it's supposed to feel like. Like, you've never felt that before? And so we're doing stuff to make them, because I can't get them by doing things 5-on-5 to push through that comfort level, so I'm just doing stuff. Do you know what 17 cross court in a minute, which is like ridiculous? We're doing 17 cross court, takes you a minute, right to a defensive drill that you had to do for 30 seconds. Now, I'm asking you to go a minute and a half. You cannot go 1 minute and a half. That's really hard what I'm asking them to do. But that's the kind of stuff I'm doing right now. I trust their basketball. Now, we didn't shoot it well today. We made free throws, but we didn't shoot it particularly well today, and we had open shots. But it's not basketball with these guys. It's, will they compete? Will they look at the other guy and say, I'm competing with this guy? I thought Alex was good. I thought he had more points. But I thought Alex was better today. See, here's the thing that happened. Last game, Alex shot an air ball. He was done for 8 minutes. Done. He was so embarrassed he couldn't think, couldn't play. Dominique shot an air ball. And I went to Dominique and I said, you shot an air ball. He said, no, I didn't. I said, you shot an air ball. No, I didn't. we're going to go watch the tape. He said, I'll watch the tape. And he watched and he shot an air ball. And he goes, man, I didn't know I shot an air ball. He had already forgotten. And that's the difference. You got to play that way. You got to have amnesia. You can't worry about a turnover, a missed shot, a breakdown. But it's where we're trying to go and what we're trying to do with this team, which makes it, again, too many turnovers. James and Julius had 10 turnovers between them. Come on. You're too good at basketball players. But that zone, I'm telling you, that zone, I'm happy that we won the game. I'm happy that they played the way they played. That's a good basketball team.
Are you to the point you're concerned about three-point shooting or not?
No. No, we don't rely on three. I've never coached that way. If we make them, we beat you by 30. If we don't, we're just trying to win the game. You know what I'm saying? The three is not, I don't play it that way. I think part of the reason my guys go to the next level and play well, we're teaching them how to play basketball, not a shooting contest. We're teaching you how to play. If we make threes, great. If we don't make threes, we're still able to win the game. Because I'm teaching you how to drive the ball, play off of one another, play when you're not making shots. I asked James today, it was your C game, but you still did enough to help us win. You still rebounded the ball. You still came up with some balls. You defended better, so.
John, and over here, another slow start tonight, something you talked about the other night. Have you had teams in the past, just the personality is they start slow and there's not a lot you can do about it?
Well, part of it is the other teams we play here, this is like a big thing. Like they walk into that arena, 25,000 people. Jerry will give you exact attendance, but I think it's 25,000 people. And they walk in and they're like, was it less? More? So today we had 26,000 in there. But they walk in and they see a packed arena and it's how many times have they had that opportunity? And then to beat Kentucky? I remember Mark Godfrey told me, you have no idea, Cal. If we beat Kentucky in Lexington when he was at Alabama, he said, I didn't sleep for a week. You don't understand. Everybody that plays you, that's how it is. So they're going to come out of the gate, and we don't understand that yet. I got too many young guys. They think they're just playing and it's a nice game, and why are you going nuts? Well, they're fighting. They're going to, we have to figure it out, and we're going forward. The teams that we're playing from Providence, Baylor, Boise, Belmont, Carolina, Louisville, these next games, we could lose every one of them. And every one of those guys are going to come out of the gate playing. You get down 15-0 to one of those teams, you don't come back. They're too good at teams. So we got to get guys understanding, and I think they will.
Coach, Julius seems to be having trouble handling the ball. He seems a little out of control. Is that just a part of his game that hasn't really developed yet? How concerned are you?
Well, I'm not concerned because they're sending like 19 guys at him. And they're just absolutely saying, do whatever you have to stop him, body him, foul him, grab him, do whatever. And so what I'm saying to him, I remember John Wall coming in saying, I'm not having fun. No kidding. Everybody's doing whatever they can to stop you. Now the game has become harder. That means you got to run harder, you got to be sharper. You can't come in, like for Julius, he must sprint the floor so he can get an easy basket or two. Because every other time you catch it, you're going to have 5 guys around you. So if you can't sprint, come out. You also got an offensive rebound like crazy because you're going to get a couple free baskets there. And then when we do throw it to you, you better catch it tight and move quickly, would you say? Because if you hold the ball and square up, watch this. Yeah, watch this. They brought 5 guys. So your only choice now, I knew you wouldn't know, is to pass it. Dribble, you were wrong. You can only pass it. And my thing to him is a pass can be an assist, or if the guy misses it, go rebound it and get a rebound in a basket. But you can't, a turnover gets us gets us nothing. So don't turn it over. If they come at you and you can't get it, pass it. He's still learning.
Cal, given the slow starts and the energy that Willie gives you when he's in there, can he be taught to win a jump ball so that he can start?
He was going to start today. John Robick screwed it up. So when I sat down and Marcus Lee was there, I said, what are you doing here? Robe said, I put him in the lineup. I said, you weren't at the shoot-around today? What were you thinking about?
So he's earned that right.
Yeah. Willie he was going to start today, and he'll start from here. And then the other two, whoever's playing well, will get the most minutes of those two, and Willie can place them for. But again, if a team plays zone, I probably could have gone to Derek today, and I had that plan, and I wanted to get Alex going, so I left Alex in there. But, you know, Derek deserves time, but I'm trying to get these other guys playing. Folks, have a great Thanksgiving. I hope you have a chance to be with family and friends, and you have a great time. Thanks.